So, when you're at the beginning of something new, it's good to level set. What I mean is, for you singles out there, like when you have met a new person and there is potential for things to advance, especially if there's opportunity for it to advance at an accelerated rate. It's good to level set so that people don't have the wrong expectations and things of that sort. I was recently out of town, met a guy, okay? Fast forward, we've been talking every day and, getting all of the preliminary stuff out of the way. He's fully aware that I've been single for 6 years. I've been celibate. I've not been sexually active. And at this point, like after being single for so long, after being celibate, after allowing God space to heal me from past relationships so that I'm no longer carrying my triggers and my traumas from relationship to relationship, making people pay for things that went wrong in previous relationships that they had nothing to do with. Since I'm not the person anymore that would do that, I'm very clear and very intentional about what I want and where I am willing to invest time. I really don't have any time to waste. And so in conversation with this gentleman, he's cool, he's nice, we're just being honest with each other. We're not extending our representatives to each other. Who has time for that at this point? So I let him know. He didn't ask. We're not talking about sex. We're not planning on having sex. None of the things. But I came right out and I was very forward and I said, I have absolutely no intentions of being sexually active. I've been celibate for 6 years. And when I didn't fully recognize my responsibility in my relationship with Christ, I made decisions, to indulge in foul play. But at this point, because of my relationship with Christ, I'm not really willing to bend the rules. I have full understanding, full knowledge of what is required of me, what is required of me offering my temple, my body. And there's no relationship, there's no interaction that means more to me than my interaction with Christ, my relationship with Christ. So I had to be very forward and let him know I have no intentions of being sexually active. At marriage is when I'm willing to yield my body, and that's not to entice anybody or force anybody to marry me. I'm just being very crystal clear because I would hate for it to be months down the line and you feel like you've bought into your trial period and now it's time for me to pay. No, this is not that. That's not where I am. It's not where I'm headed to. I need to make sure we're on the same page, right? So, in that, the dude seems like a cool dude. He's a cool dude. He's got his stuff together and all of that's commendable. Going forward from that point, though, I honestly don't have any idea if I'll ever hear from him again. That's the sad part. I have no idea if I'm gonna hear from him again. I have no idea if him not having an opportunity to be sexually active with me at any point prior to marriage, if he doesn't have access, I don't know if that's a turnoff from him pursuing me. I guess we'll see. But this is what being singled and saved looks like. I am not willing to compromise in that regard. I can compromise on a long list of things. I can see things, I can see things from your perspective. Understand what I mean by compromise. I'm not pushing my agenda or my belief systems on people. I'm here to understand. I'm here for there to be middle of the road experiences where I can accommodate you and you can accommodate me, where we can talk things out, where I can understand and perceive things from a different, perspective, all of the wonderful things. But yielding my body, having sex before marriage, that's not on the table. It's not on the negotiations table. It's not an option. And so, unfortunately, being single and saved, well, not unfortunately, fortunately, because I really feel like I am still top tier, and that's like no arrogance or anything. I do carry that responsibility and that firmness and that stick-to-itiveness. I carry it like a badge, you know, of honor, because there was a time that I didn't honor that. It just makes me wonder, where do I go from here? You know what I'm saying? Where do I go from here? Because any other time that I've been engaged in serious relationships, although I went into it talking about what I wouldn't do, I ended up doing that. And yeah, I got engaged every time I was in a serious relationship and all of the things. But when you're at a place where you absolutely are like, there ain't no way, like, you're not getting any. I don't care how many purses you buy me. I don't care how many dinners you buy, trips you buy, mortgages you pay. I don't care about none of that. I don't require any of that. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing that, that's because you want to do that. But at the end of the day, there's no opportunity for there to be an exchange because you have extended finances or any type of love, care, and concern, and it warrants you to be able to cash in and get that. You know what I'm saying? It's just no opportunity. So I just really wonder if I will hear from the guy again. You know, we shall see. I just wanted to share that because being single and saved is not an easy thing, especially when you have morals and when you have standards. I was single and saved before. Understand what I'm trying to tell you? But I didn't have respect for my salvation, and it played out in my actions and what I tolerated and what I allowed. Now, because I have grown to respect my salvation, it's something I'm just not going. I mean, we can talk about something else. That I heard people from the country say that dog ain't gonna hunt. You know, you barking up the wrong tree. But anyway, I just look forward to seeing if I will ever hear from him again, or if that made him lose interest. I guess we'll see.